So the experience after we arrived safe in Doha, everything was super good. Now, as you can see, most of the places that were actually supposed to have people, we have less people inside the plane. That is something that I've said before, but something to note is that the advantage of having less people in the plane is you can choose any seat you want. It's kind of luxurious, right? But anyway, they're all the same seats, you get the same things. Yeah, and these maids, one of the things that really surprises me is that we would rarely see Africans in the Arabic Airways. I mean, like the Arab whatsoever, the Arab like planes. Is it that we don't ask for the jobs there, or they employ their fellow Arabs or fellow whatsoever kind of race? I don't know. I'm not being a racist, but I'm just trying to think. Is it why? Now, another thing I would also talk about is most of the times, like if you guys have seen my videos from Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, the Mwendokasi, they kind of look like these buses, but most of the times buses are a little bit old. So I kind of think that the way we take care of stuff is kind of different from the whites, and they take good care more than the way we do. Or maybe let's say the services that we take care of them, they're not good enough. So that was it. Now, something that you should also note when you're actually going to Doha, please remember to check on your time for leaving. Like what I mean is the time for leaving. So please check that, because if you don't check that, that means you have some problems, since your flight can be gone by the moment if you sleep and wake up. So before you even take a nap, just make sure you go to the specific place that you board the plane and just stay there near that gate. It's gonna be a good idea for you. The other thing is I want to talk about is the way the Doha airport is. Like, this is a very good airport, guys. If I compare it to our Tanzanian airport, I think I'll be abusing the Doha airport because it's super nice and I'm jealous about it. So apart from that, we did have food in this place here, Doha. So as you can see, the food we had KFC, and then we had also rice. The prices, I know, if you're using Doha, you can't say that they're much high, but if you're actually using another currency, they're gonna look high. So the other thing, I actually tried the rice. As you can see, I ate the chicken, but the rice too I tried. I didn't like the rice because I don't know, I wasn't happy with the taste of the rice. So if someone asked me what should he or she choose, I think they should choose the KFC compared to that rice. Those guys who have been here, I think you probably know all this and maybe not even interested, but what I'm trying to do is just to showcase what exactly happened on the place. Now, the environment itself is super nice. Like, I was super happy to see such an environment. I think the last time I was in Doha, I don't know how many years have passed already. 3 years ago, I think I was here. Yeah, that's when I was here. So as you can see in the KFC, they provide those, what should I say, the cups for drinking, the fries, and also these tomatoes, I think. It's the tomatoes, I think. I don't know. The tomatoes. And then also they do provide the chicken inside. I thought that if I was going to eat all of this, I was going to finish it. But sincerely, the food was so much food. For someone who doesn't eat so much, I really don't advise you to take such food, because you get satisfied too much. And these breads that they provide inside, okay, they are kind of like, they're normal. The breads are normal. There's nothing fancy with it. They're just normal bread. Like, though they look so unrealistic, but they taste normal, like any other normal bread. You can say they're bad or good. And the chicken themselves, oh my god, the chicken was nice. KFC chicken. But the other thing I noticed is that the KFC in Thailand, in China, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Tanzania, they have different tastes. I don't know why, but I thought the KFC was supposed to have the same recipe all over the place, but looks like every place has got its own taste. I don't know why did that have to happen, but looks like that's how it is. Now, the other thing is, if you are really interested in taking photos, Doha is among the airport that you really take photos to the extent. Now, if you are really good in exploring, you're gonna see places that you can take photos. But if you're not good in exploring, then you end up going to the gate and then waiting for your plane. But sincerely, to be honest, here in Doha, you can literally explore until you get buzzed out and you'll be like tired and stuff. Like I myself did move a lot. Like I did, as you can see, if you have seen my Instagram, I posted a lot of pictures, and in Doha you have a lot of things to do. Like not only eating, you can take out pictures. There are so many statues, interesting statues that you can take photos with. But if you're not interested in such things, I think you can just choose to stay and keep calm and let the others do their thing. But if you're really interested in taking photos, this is among the places that you can take photos to the extent that you'll be perplexed with everything that it has. Now, I'm not really tired of like these statues here. I'm not really tired of saying how much good this place is, but as you can see for yourself, this place is so much beautiful, more than the way I expected it to be. Like, it's an awesome place. I would advise someone to take and book a ticket that is going to make them pass through Doha so as they will explore around. Now, one of the things that I wished I was able to do is just getting a visa, like a short visa that can make me go outside the Doha and explore around, and then maybe later I will just come back for the flight the next morning or in the midnight. I think I wish I had that, but it wasn't possible. So I guess not everything is possible, but that was something that I really wished if it was possible. I would have been happy to say that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about this place is that the services that you can get if you really have a problem and then you face anyone and you go and ask them, they're going to answer you and they're not going to be like biased about anything. One of the scenarios that I really experienced is I did forget my phone. So then I went back to the place that I was sitting. After forgetting the phone, I later realized that I'd forgotten the phone at the place on the buying place, the place that we bought food. So after leaving the phone there, I was really, oh my god, I almost like my heart was pumping so hard. I don't know how to say it, but so I was really worried about it. So I had to go back and ask them. They did tell me that their phone was on the other side. That's the best thing. Now, one of the things that I was happy about this is that the security looks like it's legit. Not even looks like the security is legit, guys, in Doha. So you shouldn't worry about anything. But I'm not saying that you should leave your things recklessly, but you should just know that the security here is very superb. It's something that I don't know. I don't think if there's any airport that can match this, but I do believe all the airports have got this high maximum security like this, that if you leave your property somewhere, they will return it to you. Now, in comparing to my country, sincerely, honestly, you should be very careful because likely the chances of you getting back your properties are very low. So just be careful. As you can see, it was the next morning, and that's when we were going to board the bus. The Airbus, of course, not the bus, as you know. So there's some things that I should really talk about, like those ones. Now, but something else that I should talk about, the things that you see, maybe like the perfumes and other stuff. So I don't know about others, what do they think, but then I think that to me they're kind of expensive. There are those people who think like they're duty free. Now, one of those things that I really don't understand is that people say things that are there, they're duty free, so they're cheaper. But if I could really think of how much I would get them in my country, I think they would be much more cheaper than the way they are there. But so maybe if someone can take their time and explain to me how it works, if they say duty free, maybe that would be a good idea. Because personally, I don't think if I understand anything that they say when it's duty free. So whenever they say duty free, they say it's like free of those taxes, but when I compare it to the normal prices that I know, it's kind of high. So it's hard for me to understand if it's really worth it to buy stuff over there. I haven't tried to see even the gaming console and other JBL big companies. If I could compare to the websites that they sell, the prices were still high. So I'm trying to think like, they say it's duty free, it's kind of cheaper, but why do I have to see like high taxes compared to the ones even from the websites? I don't know. Maybe someone give me some good explanation for this, but personally, I have no idea. So this is actually the flight that you're boarding in. It's the big Airbus, though this was kind of full compared to the previous one, which was kind of small. Yeah, this which is it's kind of big. Now, one of the things that gets me surprised is I think luxurious is defined differently from different people. Like, I don't think if there will be time that I'll pay for the second class. It's even better I just book earlier, and because I think this normal class is just good for me. Though some people do prefer, unless others you're going for a private, then that's another level. But if you're just choosing the first class, maybe I don't know. I need to research more about the classes and the benefits. Maybe I can get introduced to another level. So this was actually the food that we actually had, and the food was nice. As you see, it's rice with chicken, and it had also some juices and soda. Thank God we arrived safe and all things were well. And by the way, I hope I'm narrating very well, because some people really complain my English is not that good. But if in case you think there's anything that I should change on my narration, just let me know down in the comment section. And for those guys who are following up until now, I'm super happy, because they're the ones that are making the channel grow. And I'm happy that I'm sharing these small moments that I'm having, and I hope everyone out there is also like enjoying the time they have. And I think in the YouTube community, I see less people sharing this stuff, like every single details that they experience, but I'm trying to do every single details to see what other people think and what they see when they do that. So as you can see, like, this is the first class. Of course, the biggest screen, good place. You leave only one person per place, but to me, I think it's just an okay. I don't think there's much of a difference, because you guys, I think, eat the same food. Do you see the same whatsoever? What do they call them? Those air hostess. So I don't think if it's gonna be a big issue to me. So I think it's kind of fair, and everything is almost like the same. It's kind of okay thing. But if you're really interested into going to the second class and all other classes, you should give a try. Though I should actually, and I will make a video for that, for the first time that I will be literally going to the first class. Maybe one day I will. So I will make that video and I'll say my experience. A lot of people have been doing the videos of going to some places, but they don't really show exactly what is happening in the airport. So I know, because some people they aren't allowed to. Some people are not allowing people. Oh my God, this English! It's not allowed to record during whatsoever movement in the airport. But I'm trying my best to show only those places that are actually allowed. So for those guys who have never been to the airport, I've never traveled, but they've gotten a chance to keep a mobile data bundle, maybe they can see how it really happens in the airport. And maybe they may not even get lost. And for those guys who are getting scared that maybe you might get lost in the airport, you shouldn't worry, because as long as you speak English, you get service. I think that's like a common language in the world. If it's not English, then it's French, then Spanish. If you have those three languages, Chinese somehow works, but mostly in Asia. So if you have those three languages, my God, you're getting services everywhere. Specifically English. If you know English, oh my God, there's no place that you can get served. You get served and you have cash, of course. Of course, some questions you don't need to ask for money, but you know what I mean. So one of the things that got me surprised is they were actually having some of these ads that are actually showing if you are actually interested in plastic surgeries. They kind of got me interested in who would literally do that, but I've seen from the internet people do that, so it's kind of okay. Looks like it's a common thing in this country that we are actually arriving to. So I am super happy right now to welcome you to another country that I've actually arrived. So we are now waiting for the bags, and the bags are arriving here, and can't wait to pick them up. I'm the adult, so I've got to pick them all up. I picked them all up, though my brother is trying to block me from being watched from the camera. There are so many bags, and the luggages are so many. Like these luggages, trust me, it's better to just watch them, hear someone pushing them. But if you're the one who's pushing them, despite having that cart, the airport cart, they're really heavy. Honestly, they're really, really, really heavy. But I'm just glad that we arrived safe and everything was super fine as we go outside the airport. And by the way, one of the things that I also noticed is the environment when you're inside the airport. Now, this I've experienced when I'm in Africa, in an African airport, and when you go outside, the climate changes. Oh my God, you feel the climate changes. Like when you're inside an airport in Ethiopia, when you sit in an airport in South Africa, you literally notice the difference in weather changes. Compared to if you're in Tanzania, you just feel like as if you're outside. I'm really sorry for those people who actually think that I'm disappointed about my country, but I'm just trying to be honest here. Like if you're in my country and you are literally in the airport, you have no big difference of weather condition compared to someone who is actually in the same place outside. Compared to these countries, if you're outside, the weather itself and when you're inside the airport, those are two totally different environments. Like you feel the difference when you're inside the airport and when you're not inside the airport. I'm super glad that we finally met our dad, and yeah, as he came to pick us up, and that was a good time to share some ideas and some moments. Now, by the way, I will be giving out videos that will be talking about the way we spent the whole day, and it's gonna be for like a couple days explaining. Maybe these videos will be out for like months to come, but I hope you guys will enjoy. And if you have any question about anything, just let me know. I will share and I'll do my best to share it out. And by the way, all those content creators outside there, just let me know. We can have some good ideas. And by the way, also this is our room and that was our food. I'm gonna have a lot of things to share to you guys, and I hope you guys will like it. Now there are a lot of things that I haven't shared yet, so just be sure I'm gonna do even a room tour for this room. I'm gonna give it all full detailed. But for now, I'm happy that we have reached this point, and hope you guys enjoy. Check my other videos about Zanzibar and other places. Till then, there are a lot of things to share, and see you and bye bye.